There were two construction workers. One went to work thinking that one day he would be the owner of the house he was building, while the other thought of himself as just a worker building houses. 5 years later, the one who built houses thinking he was the owner became the actual owner of the house and even started his own construction company, while the other remained in rented accommodation, unable to afford to buy a house for himself. The lesson learned from the above story is, be the person you want to be, then do the things you want to do, and when the two align, what you have will naturally follow. Stating this principle may seem different from what you think. If you imagine what you have to do, you will surely be confused and not know what to do. Why is that? Our imagination guides us not by what we do, but by our emotions. What creates emotions for the imagination? It is the image you want to aim for. That's why if you visualize WHOUR, it will create a much greater source of inspiration than if you visualize WHATU. An even stranger thing is that if you can imagine WHOUR, then you will know what to do in that situation. Remember that the brain is controlled by emotions and imagination. When you think of yourself as wealthy, you have the ability to give. It is precisely this giving that contributes to the wealth of others, while also contributing to your own wealth. The path to your wealth is wide open. Now, if you do first, it means you want to do the giving first, because you understand that giving helps you become wealthy. The important truth is that you will not be able to give if you only think about doing, because the brain is commanded by emotions, imagination. When you think about doing, it will immediately turn off the solution, let alone whether it will be implemented or not. Without the support of imagination and emotion driving the question, why do this? You become unwilling to act, leading to the shutdown midway. Do you remember the first principle for creating wealth? It is that you are what you think. When you think about who you are, sooner or later you will become that person. With enough time, unless at some point you change your image. When you work as a representative of someone else carrying their authority or position, your performance often rises far beyond what it would be if you were acting only as yourself. The mind follows the role it's assigned, executing based on the position you stand in, not just your personal identity, and that mindset becomes one of the fastest paths to success and wealth. In summary, the second principle for creating wealth is being, doing, having. If you find this video interesting and useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to give me more motivation to create great videos. Wishing you all success.